In the summer of 2016, WWE changed forever. The brand split returned, dividing the roster between Raw and SmackDown. This meant each show needed its own champion. SmackDown had the WWE champion, Dean Ambrose, but Raw, the flagship show, was left without a world title. Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley, who were in charge of Raw, decided they needed a new championship. This new title would be the biggest prize on Monday nights. It needed a name that sounded grand and important, a name that represented the entire WWE universe. That is how the WWE Universal Championship was born. It was created to be equal to the historic WWE Championship. The creation of the Universal Championship set the stage for a new kind of competition. The superstars on Raw now had a new mountain to climb. The title represented a fresh start and a chance for someone to become the face of the brand. To decide the very first champion, a tournament was held. Superstars like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and many others fought for the chance to make history. This wasn't just about winning a belt, it was about becoming the first ever Universal Champion. It was a chance to etch their name into the history books as the very first person to hold this prestigious new prize. The stakes were incredibly high from the very beginning. The name Universal Championship was chosen to honor the WWE fans, who are known as the WWE Universe. It was a way of saying that this champion represented every single fan watching around the world. The title was meant to be a symbol of the modern era of WWE. It was shiny, new, and full of possibility. Unlike the WWE Championship, which had decades of history, the Universal Championship was a blank slate. Whoever held it would define what it meant to be the top superstar on Raw. The pressure was immense, as the success of the title depended on the champions who would hold it and the stories they would tell in the ring. The announcement of the new title instantly created a buzz of excitement and debate among fans and superstars alike. Who would be the first to hold it? What would it look like? How would it compare to the WWE Championship? These questions fueled the drama on Raw every week. The brand split made every match feel more important, as superstars were not just fighting for themselves but for the pride of their brand. The Universal Championship was at the heart of this new rivalry. It was the ultimate goal for everyone on the Raw roster, a symbol of excellence and the top prize in this new and exciting chapter for WWE. The tournament to crown the first Universal Champion came down to two men at SummerSlam 2016. One was Seth Rollins, a former WWE champion and an established top star. The other was Finn Balor, who had just joined the main roster from NXT. Balor brought something extra special to the match: his alter ego, the Demon. Painted in incredible body paint, the Demon was an unstoppable force. The match was intense and back and forth, but in the end, it was Finn Balor who defeated Seth Rollins. He had done it. On his first ever pay-per-view, Finn Balor had become the first ever WWE Universal Champion. It was a magical moment for him and his fans. However, the celebration was met with a surprising reaction from the crowd. When Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley unveiled the new championship belt, the fans in the arena did not like its design. The belt had a bright red strap to match the color of the Raw brand. Many fans thought it looked too simple or too much like a toy. The chants from the crowd were not for the new champion, but against the look of the new title. This was not the reaction WWE had hoped for. It was a controversial start for the new championship, as the focus shifted from the historic winner to the physical appearance of the belt itself. The controversy over the belt's look was soon overshadowed by heartbreaking news. During his match with Seth Rollins, Finn Balor suffered a serious shoulder injury. He had fought through the pain to win the championship, but the damage was severe. The very next night on Raw, just 24 hours after his incredible victory, Finn Balor had to make a difficult announcement. He stood in the ring, his arm in a sling, and relinquished the Universal Championship. His dream had come true, but it was taken away from him in an instant. It was a sad and unfortunate moment for Balor, and for the new title, which was now vacant. The Universal Championship's journey had started on a rocky road. The first champion had a reign that lasted only one day. This was a huge setback for the new title. It needed a strong and stable champion to build its prestige, but now it had no champion at all. WWE had to quickly come up with a plan to crown a new champion and get the title back on track. The early days of the Universal Championship were filled with unexpected twists and turns. The title's story was already becoming one of overcoming adversity, a theme that would continue throughout its history. It needed a new champion to carry the torch and establish its legacy. With the Universal Championship vacant, a new champion had to be crowned. On an episode of Raw, a fatal four-way match was held between Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Big Cass. The match was chaotic, and just when it seemed like Seth Rollins was about to win, Triple H made a shocking return. He attacked Rollins, his former protege, and helped Kevin Owens get the victory. Kevin Owens was the new Universal Champion. It was a stunning moment that nobody saw coming. Owens, known as the prize fighter, was now the top champion on Raw, and he had his best friend Chris Jericho by his side to help him keep it. Kevin Owens' reign was defined by his incredible partnership with Chris Jericho. Together, they were the most entertaining duo in WWE. They called themselves Jericho and were masters of getting under the skin of their opponents and the fans. Jericho helped Owens win matches by interfering and creating distractions. They hosted the Festival of Friendship, which was one of the most memorable and ultimately heartbreaking segments in Raw history. The friendship came to a brutal end when Owens turned on Jericho. This rivalry became one of the biggest stories leading into WrestleMania, but before that could happen, Owens had a huge challenge to face. He had to defend his title against a legend. That legend was Goldberg. Goldberg had made a shocking return to WWE after 12 years, and defeated Brock Lesnar in less than 2 minutes at Survivor Series. He was an unstoppable force, and he set his sights on the Universal Championship. At Fastlane in 2017, Kevin Owens had to defend his title against Goldberg. Just before the match, Chris Jericho's music played, distracting Owens. This gave Goldberg the opening he needed. He hit Owens with a spear and a jackhammer and won the Universal Championship in just 22 seconds. Fans were shocked. The long and entertaining reign of Kevin Owens was over in a flash. Goldberg's victory set up a massive main event for WrestleMania 33. It would be Goldberg defending the Universal Championship against the man he had embarrassed, Brock Lesnar. This was a battle of two titans, two of the most dominant forces in wrestling history. Their match was short, but it was filled with explosive action. It was all about big moves and high impact. Unlike their previous encounter, this time Brock Lesnar was prepared. He survived Goldberg's spears and delivered multiple German suplexes before finally hitting the F5 to win the Universal Championship. The Beast incarnate was champion once again, beginning a reign that would change the title's history. Brock Lesnar's victory at WrestleMania 33 began one of the most dominant and controversial championship reigns in WWE history. As the Universal Champion, Lesnar was presented as an unbeatable final boss. He was a special attraction, which meant he did not appear on Raw every week. This made his appearances feel like a huge deal, but it also meant the Universal Championship was often absent from the show. Fans grew frustrated that Raw's top champion was rarely around to defend the title. His reign was managed by his advocate Paul Heyman, who did all the talking for the Beast incarnate, reminding everyone of his client's dominance. Lesnar's matches were always explosive, hard-hitting affairs. He defended the championship against some of the biggest names in WWE, including Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and Kane. These were battles of monsters, with rings being broken and bodies being thrown around like they weighed nothing. One of his most memorable matches was a fatal four-way at SummerSlam 2017 against Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman. The match was pure chaos and destruction from start to finish. Despite being put through 2 announce tables by Strowman, Lesnar returned to the match and ultimately pinned Roman Reigns to retain his title in a spectacular fashion. The biggest rivalry during Lesnar's reign was with Roman Reigns. WWE built up Reigns as the one superstar who could finally defeat the Beast. They faced each other in the main event of WrestleMania 34. Everyone expected Reigns to finally win the championship. However, in a shocking twist, Lesnar dominated Reigns in a brutal match. Reigns was left a bloody mess and Lesnar won, leaving the entire world stunned. The rivalry continued, with another match at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, where Lesnar won again in a controversial finish. It seemed like no one could take the title from him. Finally, after 504 days as champion, Brock Lesnar's long reign came to an end. At SummerSlam 2018, he defended the title against Roman Reigns once again. This time, there was an added factor. Braun Strowman was at ringside, holding the Money in the Bank briefcase and promising to cash in on the winner. During the match, Lesnar got distracted by Strowman and attacked him outside the ring. This gave Reigns the opening he needed. He hit Lesnar with a spear and finally won the Universal Championship. The long and destructive reign of the Beast was over, and the big dog was finally on top of the mountain. Roman Reigns' hard-fought championship reign came to a tragic and sudden end. Just a couple of months after winning the title, Reigns announced to the world that his leukemia had returned, and he had to step away from WWE to focus on his health. He relinquished the Universal Championship, leaving the title vacant once again. Brock Lesnar would soon win the vacant title back, but the championship's path was about to take another unexpected turn. In 2019, WWE introduced the Wild Card Rule, which allowed superstars to appear on both Raw and SmackDown. This eventually led to the Universal Champion moving brands. The championship officially moved from Raw to SmackDown in the fall of 2019. This happened when The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, who was a SmackDown superstar, challenged the Raw superstar and Universal Champion Seth Rollins. Their rivalry was honestly one of the strangest and most talked about in years. They faced each other in a Hell in a Cell match that had a very controversial ending, but they had a rematch at Crown Jewel in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This time, The Fiend could not be stopped. He defeated Rollins to become the new Universal Champion, officially bringing the title to the blue brand, SmackDown. With the Universal Championship now on SmackDown, the belt's appearance changed. Since SmackDown is the blue brand, the bright red strap of the championship was changed to a matching blue. This small change gave the title a fresh new look and solidified its place as the top prize on Friday nights. Bray Wyatt's reign was unique. As The Fiend, he was a terrifying and seemingly indestructible character. He even introduced a custom-designed version of the championship. The belt featured the chilling face of The Fiend on the center plate, a truly creepy and personalized prize that perfectly matched his dark character. Bray Wyatt's time as champion was memorable but short. He had a major rivalry with Daniel Bryan, resulting in some fantastic matches. However, his reign came to an end at Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia. In a decision that surprised many fans, the legendary Goldberg returned once again and challenged The Fiend. Just like he had done to Kevin Owens years before, Goldberg defeated Wyatt quickly to become a two-time Universal Champion. This set up another major WrestleMania match for Goldberg, this time against Roman Reigns. But the world was about to change, and so was the plan for the Universal Championship. The planned WrestleMania 36 match between Goldberg and Roman Reigns never happened. Due to the global pandemic, Roman Reigns made the personal decision to step away from WWE to protect his health and family. Braun Strowman was named as his last-minute replacement. At a unique WrestleMania held in front of no fans at the WWE Performance Center, Braun Strowman defeated Goldberg to win his first-ever Universal Championship. Strowman had a solid reign, but the biggest story of the year was still to come. At SummerSlam, Roman Reigns made his shocking return, attacking both The Fiend and Strowman after their main event match. This was not the same Roman Reigns that fans remembered. He returned with a new, aggressive attitude, and, most importantly, with Paul Heyman by his side. Just 1 week later, at the Payback event, Roman Reigns defeated The Fiend and Braun Strowman in a triple threat match to win the Universal Championship for the second time. This was the beginning of a new era. Reigns declared himself the tribal chief and the head of the table. He demanded acknowledgement from everyone, including his own family, the Usos and Solo Sikoa, who would eventually join him to form the Bloodline. This new character was ruthless, calculating, and absolutely dominant. As the tribal chief, Roman Reigns began a historic championship reign that would shatter records and redefine his career. He was no longer the big dog trying to win over the fans. He was a dominant heel champion who ruled SmackDown with an iron fist. He demanded that his family, the Usos, fall in line and acknowledge him as their leader. His early rivalries with his cousin Jey Uso were deeply personal and emotional. The storytelling was incredible, as Jey first resisted and then was forced to join Roman, helping him retain his championship against challengers like Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, and Edge. The Bloodline became the most dominant faction in all of WWE. With the Usos watching his back and Paul Heyman guiding his strategy, Roman Reigns seemed truly unbeatable. He defeated every challenger that stepped up to him. He beat legends like John Cena at SummerSlam. He defeated Brock Lesnar multiple times. He even outlasted Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle in front of a massive UK crowd, thanks to the debut of his younger cousin, Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns wasn't just a champion, he was the center of the WWE Universe, and his kingdom was built on power, family, and the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns' reign as Universal Champion became the longest in the title's history, and it wasn't even close. He surpassed Brock Lesnar's 504-day record and kept on going. His reign was so long and dominant that it started being compared to legendary title reigns of the past, like those of Hulk Hogan and Bruno Sammartino. Every title defense felt like a huge, must-see event. His catchphrase, "Acknowledge me," became iconic, as fans, whether they loved him or hated him, had no choice but to respect his incredible run as champion. He truly was the head of the table in WWE. One of the most significant moments of his reign occurred at WrestleMania 38. Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, was set to face the WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar, in what was billed as the biggest WrestleMania match of all time. The stakes were higher than ever before. It was a winner-take-all match to unify WWE's two top world championships. The two behemoths collided in a hard-hitting main event, but in the end, it was Roman Reigns who stood tall. He defeated Lesnar to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, holding both the Universal and WWE Championship belts at the same time. After unifying the titles, Reigns' dominance only grew. He was now the undisputed king of WWE. The Bloodline story became the central focus of all of WWE programming, filled with drama, betrayal, and suspense. The biggest challenge to his reign came from within his own family. Sami Zayn, who had become an honorary use, grew incredibly popular with the fans. At the 2023 Royal Rumble, when Roman Reigns demanded that Sami attack his lifelong friend Kevin Owens, Sami refused and hit Reigns with a steel chair instead. The Bloodline brutally attacked Sami, and the crowd's reaction was one of the loudest in modern history. This betrayal led to an unforgettable match between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber event in Sami's hometown of Montreal. The atmosphere was electric. The fans desperately wanted Sami to win, but with help from his family, Roman Reigns once again found a way to retain his championship. The story continued to WrestleMania 39, where Reigns and Solo Sikoa faced the reunited team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. While Reigns was not pinned, his cousins the Usos lost their tag team titles, showing the first major crack in the Bloodline's armor. Roman's reign continued, but the question on everyone's mind was, who could possibly stop him? Roman Reigns' historic reign as undisputed WWE Universal Champion continued past 1,000 days. He was an unstoppable force, a final boss who had conquered every hero that stood in his way. As he approached WrestleMania 40, his challenger was Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Cody had won the Royal Rumble for the second year in a row, earning another shot at Reigns after losing to him at WrestleMania 39. This time, Cody was determined to finish the story and win the championship that his father, the legendary Dusty Rhodes, never held. The build-up was epic, involving The Rock, Seth Rollins, and the entire Bloodline saga. The main event of WrestleMania 40 Night 2 was Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship held under Bloodline rules. This meant anything goes. The match was an incredible spectacle, filled with interference and surprise appearances. Jim Uso, Solo Sikoa, and even The Rock tried to help Roman win. But Cody had backup too. Jey Uso, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and even The Undertaker appeared to even the odds. In the end, after a chaotic and emotional battle, Cody Rhodes hit 3 crossroads in a row on Roman Reigns to finally get the pin. Cody Rhodes had done it. He had finished the story. The monumental, record-shattering reign of Roman Reigns was finally over, after an incredible 1,316 days as Universal Champion. The crowd erupted in one of the biggest celebrations in WrestleMania history. With Cody's victory, a new era began. Following his win, WWE made the decision to retire the Universal Championship. The title had been unified with the WWE Championship for 2 years, and now it was time to officially move forward with a single, undisputed lineage. The title held by Cody Rhodes was now simply known as the Undisputed WWE Championship. carrying on the history of the original WWE title. The Universal Championship had a relatively short but incredibly eventful history, lasting from 2016 to 2024. It went from being a controversial new title to the centerpiece of one of the greatest storylines in WWE history. It was held by legends, monsters, and prize-fighters. It changed colors and moved brands. But it will forever be remembered for the epic journey it took, especially the final chapter, defined by the dominant and unforgettable reign of the tribal chief Roman Reigns. The Big Blue Belt, sometimes called the Blueberry, was officially retired, but its legacy as a top prize in a memorable era of WWE is secure. For all the fans who want to know the basics, here are 10 simple facts about the WWE Universal Championship. This title had a short but very important history in WWE, creating many memorable moments for the WWE Universe to enjoy, from its first champion to its last. The Universal Championship was always at the center of the action. It was held by some of the biggest superstars in the world, and was defended in main events all across the globe. These facts will help you remember the epic journey of this modern championship. 1. The Universal Championship was created in 2016 for the Raw brand after the WWE brand split. 2. Finn Balor was the first ever Universal Champion, but he had to give up the title the next day due to injury. 3. The championship belt was originally red to match the Raw brand's colors. 4. When the title moved to SmackDown in 2019, the strap color was changed from red to blue. 5. Kevin Owens had a memorable reign with his best friend Chris Jericho, helping him cheat to win. 6. Goldberg won the championship twice, and both of his wins were in very short matches. 7. Brock Lesnar held the title for 504 days, which was the record until it was broken. 8. The Fiend Bray Wyatt had a special custom version of the belt that featured his face on it. 9. Roman Reigns holds the record for the longest reign at an incredible 1,316 days. 10. The title was retired in 2024 after Cody Rhodes won the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.